Hey guys, my name is Daniel Nubley, and today I'll be reflecting on my time at Curtin University and the unit Enhancing Your Business Mind. For a little bit of backstory, I first started university in the year 2020, possibly the worst possible year in modern history to start university. I still remember walking into strategic career design all bright-eyed and eager. However, the magic was quickly stripped away with the commencement of online classes. We can thank COVID for that. Nevertheless, I'm now at the end of my degree, having majored in marketing and finance, and I can honestly say university has been one of the most rewarding parts of my life, full of not just academic lessons, but many important life lessons. So let's look back at what I've learned, what I've enjoyed, what I would have done differently, and what I'm going to take with me not just into my career, but into the rest of my life. In Enhancing Your Business Mind, we started and ended the semester by completing the employability self-assessment. Here is my score from the start of the semester, and here is my score from the end of the semester. My one major takeaway after completing the assessment the first time was that my career literacy was severely lacking. Whilst I had all the necessary skills in communication, teamwork, and academics, my understanding of industry and how to actually transfer these skills into a career was very underwhelming. However, as you can see, by the end of the semester, the one major leap that I took on the assessment was in career literacy. I believe it is because of many of my third year, second semester units that I managed to take this leap. At this point in the degree, we've moved away from a lot of the hard skills and the theory and more into the soft skills that will actually help us in industry. It is for this reason that I'm very grateful to have completed the self-assessment at the start of the semester, as it highlighted this gap in my knowledge and gave me the necessary guidance to approach these final year units in a more holistic manner, taking the skills that I'm learning and applying them to practical situations like job interviews and job applications. Now, let's look at enhancing your business mind as a whole. Going into the capstone unit of my degree, I was expecting a high-intensity, stress-inducing experience that would push my academic boundaries. But what I got was a rather casual, light-hearted experience that honestly taught me more practical skills than I ever believed was possible at uni. Going into the unit, I'd heard a lot of mixed things. There's a lot to be said about the assessments and activities themselves. I've already experienced all the pressures of presenting. I've already faced all the hardships of teamwork. However, I believe it's in the approach and the reflective nature of the unit that a lot of value can be found. Rather than doing long, drawn-out presentations, we did quick, brief, on-the-spot presentations that actually taught us how to market ourselves and our ideas in a real-world context. The Gaddy pitch is something that I will definitely be taking with me throughout my career and personal life. Furthermore, there was the teamwork. Rather than doing teamwork for the sake of assessment, we did teamwork for the sake of reflection, and then this reflection was itself assessed. I believe that this process, rather than the typical process of assessing the output of teamwork, made it so that the teamwork was actually a lot more informative. Through this process, I was able to uncover a lot of factors about team dynamics, how to apply myself as a leader, how to take a step back, how to engage people, and how to bring everyone in and make everyone in a group happy. Overall, I can genuinely say that the practical soft skills in enhancing your business mind were more beneficiary and more valuable than many of the other units I've done throughout my time at university. Now, let's look at the rest of that time at university. During my time at university, one of the first things I realised was that you only get as much as you give. You see, in high school, practically everything is forced upon you. You're told what to do and when to do it. However, at university, the onus is on you to make the most of the opportunities around you and to take advantage of the campus resources. Herein lies one of my biggest regrets. When it comes to the academic and social side of university, I generally achieved everything I wanted to, getting the grades I wanted, and making some new friends along the way. However, when it comes to those extracurricular activities, like networking events and business internships, I was always one step behind. On top of this, when I first started my time at university, I was originally studying a double degree in marketing and psychology. After taking some time away, I returned to complete my degree in marketing and finance. Whilst I've thoroughly enjoyed the marketing aspect of this degree, I'm not sure that finance was the right fit for me, my personality, or my skill set. In hindsight, if I could go back and complete the marketing and psychology degree, I believe I would. Whilst I know this has been a rather down portion of the video, with me discussing a lot of my regrets, I can genuinely say I've thoroughly enjoyed university as a whole. However, there are a couple things that I wish I could have done differently. Let's move on now from university and look towards my career. Hopefully the start will look something like this, from my Odyssey plan. I'd like to start at a local Perth agency and slowly make my way up the ranks, familiarising myself with the industry. Whilst I have no idea exactly where I'll be in the next few years, I'd like to think that I'm either doing well in a good position at a local Perth agency, or perhaps I'll be exploring my options in different cities or overseas, marketing in fields that interest me. Currently, I've been applying to many graduate roles, internships, and entry-level positions. However, moving forward, I'd like to reach out to more people established in industry to get a deeper understanding of what the roles entail and what agencies are available to me. Recently, I've been reaching out and discussing with many of my friends and acquaintances who are recent graduates to get an understanding of what they're doing and what's possible, building my network. Right now, I'm focused on getting my foot in the door and seeing what's out there. Now to a message for my future self. Dear Daniel, I won't get sentimental, as it always ends up drivel. However, I will hit you with some of the classics. Be yourself and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know it's cringy and cliched, but you and I both know there's been many times in this life where you've needed to hear it. As you've learnt so well at uni, there's always an alternative path. So don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Apply for that job. Say yes to that opportunity. We've spent a lot of time in this life watching the doors close on us, many of which we've closed on ourselves. But the funny part of life, the miraculous part of life is, no matter how many doors close on you, as long as you continue to go down doors, and the more doors that you go down, the more will become available to you. That might go over the marker's head, but I know you know where I'm coming from. So, if you happen to see this in 5 years' time, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're happy. Now, let's wrap this thing up. In conclusion, I think it's fair to say that my time at university has been somewhat of a mixed bag, with both highs and lows. There's definitely some things that I would do differently if given the chance. However, this last semester has been one of the better periods, ending my degree on a bit of a high note. Units like Enhancing Your Business Mind, as well as others I've completed this semester, have left me with the skills and the confidence necessary to pursue a career after university, something which, prior to this semester, I wasn't so sure of. Moving forward, I'd like to put myself out there and explore the marketing industry in Perth. If all goes to plan, in 5 years' time, I'll be established in the industry, working in and exploring fields that I'm passionate about. My name is Daniel Nubley, and this has been my Career Passport reflective video. Thank you for watching. And Mel, if you're marking this, I just wanted to say thank you for the great semester. You honestly made online classes more engaging and more enjoyable than I thought was possible. So, thank you.